YouTube, what's down with y'all boys? It's your boy Zell, you hear me? I'm back for another one, and this one is a Oscar brutally honest on why Canelo went back to the PBC. Let's get it.
Canelo promotion on PBC. So I'm happy to be on this promotion right now.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Oscar De La Hoya, he finally opens up and he reacts to Canelo Alvarez deciding to fight Jaime Munguia on PBC as opposed to fighting him on DAZN. You guys may recall when Canelo Alvarez was forced to fight David Benavidez on PBC, he decided to go fishing over there on DAZN for an easier opponent and trying to get the type of guarantee that only PBC was going to give him. But
Facts.
once he found out that DAZN wasn't willing to pay him that same amount of money,
Facts.
he went back to PBC and ended up taking DAZN's fighter with him, Jaime Munguia. Just think about how crazy that sounds. Now, even though this fight is going to be on Prime Amazon and DAZN, this is a Prime Amazon fight. Canelo, he made that very clear by promoting this fight by putting up a PBC poster. Matter of fact, if you Google Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia poster, only PBC posters show up. There are no posters with DAZN showing up. The only time you see a poster with DAZN on it is if DAZN is promoting it. Oscar also made it very clear in this clip I'm going to play for you guys that this is a PBC event. Now, and it's pretty funny, though, because this Mexican reporter who's interviewing Oscar De La Hoya, he's trying, desperately trying, to make it sound as if Canelo Alvarez, he decided to leave PBC, go to DAZN, and then come back to DAZN. And this is exactly what he says in the interview. And he says now the fight is on DAZN and PBC. He was finding it very difficult to accept the fact that this is a PBC card. But Oscar De La Hoya corrected him by explaining why Canelo Alvarez is going to PBC and why this fight is on Prime Amazon.
Facts.
Can you kind of walk me through what happened there? I mean, it seemed like Canelo was, on the PBC side. That didn't work out. Went to the zone with Eddie Hearn with Berlanga. It seemed like that didn't work out. Went back to now it's like the zone and Prime Video. Just what happened there? What's going on?
Look, what happened was Canelo calls the shots. That's it.
Facts.
And you know, Prime is a platform that is global, that is huge, that is bigger than anything in boxing here. So you have to seize the opportunity. And obviously, Canelo really didn't have the option. He wasn't gonna fight Charlo. He wasn't gonna fight Benavidez.
Facts.
So we kind of cornered him into fighting Jaime Munguia.
Which
And
nobody cared about. Nobody gives a fuck about him fighting Jaime Munguia. Who cares about Canelo fighting Jaime Munguia? Except the Mexican fans. That's the only people who gonna get the eat from that. But he could have fought David. The Mexican fans would have loved that fight even more. And he could have fought Bud as well, who is way better than Jaime Munguia at any weight class, regardless what the fuck we talking about. If Bud moved up to 168, he'd knock Munguia out, whoop his ass. Um, Come on, man.
the the plan worked.
So once again, let me go back and correct what the reporter said. The reporter tried to make it sound as if Canelo was just going back and forth. He was indecisive, and then all of a sudden he just decided at the last minute, I'm just going to do this deal with both Prime Amazon and DAZN. That's not what happened at all. Canelo Alvarez, he decided to go back to PBC because they offered him the biggest deal.
Facts.
And even though Canelo and PBC, they didn't want DAZN to be a part of this promotion at all, they had to include them because Jaime Munguia is a contracted Golden Boy fighter on DAZN.
Facts.
But the really good news about this situation is this further proves that two networks can work together to make a fight come to fruition
Facts.
if both fighters want to fight against each other. So all of that fighters on the other side of the street talk is completely out of the window. It is a new era of boxing now. And this is the reason why Gervonta Tank Davis, he was serious about a fight against Conor Benn, who is a DAZN fighter. The only reason he didn't take that fight by his own admission was because he wanted more money from DAZN. Something else Oscar De La Hoya admitted was they didn't even want him to be a part of this promotion at all.
Yeah, they didn't go. Oscar can't be part of it. Fuck you guys.
Hmm.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is my company. This is golden boy. It's like, how can I not be there? So a little push, little tug, we got it all done. And I promised myself I will not let my ego get in the way, but I want to be here for this one. So I had to push back.
Once again, this situation is so ironic because this was supposed to originally be an all-DAZN fight. At least that's what the perception was when we heard the news that Canelo Alvarez had left PBC and went back to DAZN.
Facts.
And now here Oscar is saying that he had to push hard to even be part of the promotion.
Facts.
For those of you guys who don't know, Golden Boy and PBC, they have a very, very long history. It goes all the way back to 2015 when Al Heyman first emerged on the boxing scene. Well, at this time, Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum, they colluded trying to sue Al Heyman in the PBC series, accusing them of trying to monopolize the sport. Well, a federal judge ended up dismissing Golden Boy's lawsuit after leaked emails of Golden Boy employees calling Al Heyman racial slurs. And it was many racial slurs. Then you fast forward to last year when they were promoting the Ryan Garcia or the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight. That was the fight where Oscar De La Hoya was so upset his fighter lost to Gervonta Tank Davis, a PBC fighter, that he decided to completely abandon his fighter, Ryan Garcia, leaving him at the press conference alone.
That's a coward move,
Oscar De La
Oscar.
Hoya would receive a lot of backlash for doing this.
That's a
So
coward
he
move.
decided to come up with the excuse that he was receiving death threats the entire week, and it was too dangerous for him to go to the press conference, so that's why he left.
Oh, brother.
Even his own fighter, Ryan Garcia, didn't believe that excuse because Ryan was extremely offended that he didn't show up. So this and maybe other things that we don't even know about behind closed doors are reasons why PBC and Canelo Alvarez did not want Oscar De La Hoya there. Because I can assure you, if Canelo wanted him there, Canelo would have told Al Heyman and PBC, he wants him there. But once again, Canelo Alvarez, he put that PBC only poster up on his channel for a reason when he was promoting the fight. He never wanted DAZN to be a part of this event. Something else you guys may have noticed that Oscar De La Hoya said in that interview, he admitted that Prime Amazon, when it comes to boxing, they now have the biggest platform over any platform in the sport of boxing today, which obviously included DAZN. So Oscar De La Hoya, he tried to sue Al Heyman about, 8-9 years ago for monopolizing the sport. And now PBC is the biggest brand in the sport of boxing
Facts.
today. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Hey, man. When he mentioned the Golden Boy employees calling Al Heyman slurs and suing them, and I saw for over $300 million for them allegedly trying to monopolize the sport, which is ridiculous because promoters get into the sport to make money. So if he's better at business than you, you're gonna get mad and say he's trying to monopolize the sport. I think that's a projection, honestly, but who am I to say that? But with that being said, bro, Canelo on PBC side, bro, he left him, went to the zone, said fuck the zone, came back to PBC because the money was right. I would have so much respect for Canelo if he dropped his nuts and said, fuck it, David, let's run it. But he ain't never did that, bro. But that's what we all waiting for. So look, like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Hate on it too. Send it to your partners that's gonna hate on it. I love all my haters. Till next time, yo.